And we're back. Yeah. So what we on, like part 7 of Final Fantasy 16? Anyway, let's continue on. So yeah, obviously yeah, we're on the way to kind of the first kind of proper town now. I guess second really. But yeah, let's go on. I'm sure there's one or two more enemies to fight. Oh, we've got another item there. Oh, it's on the other side.
Can't be much further now.
No, definitely can't be. Anyway, yeah, so we finally got some nice weather in England, if you guys care. Obviously, yeah, keep mashing it. You're just mashing it. Goodbye. It's not actually over. It was never over. It's never going to be over. Okay, there we go. We just got one enemy. Oh, okay, maybe not just one. We've got a couple enemies left. And it's over. We're going that way. But yeah. So today, we finally got some nice weather back in England. So I guess like,
Let me through.
kind of like, you know, winter or whatever's over now.
Better already. Keep your distance, boy.
Okay. There we go. Yeah. Obviously, yeah, but just pretty much the same as the last battle. I completely missed with that, didn't I?
Flames to me.
Okay. Okay. Press the wrong button. If you could believe that.
This time.
There we go. There we go. Yeah, so obviously, yeah, spring is basically like about to start now, so we've finally got some like alright weather in the country, which is nice. Yeah, I may have explained this in a previous part or previous videos, but yeah, the weather in England is mostly terrible for most of the year. Yeah, so yeah, it's effing freezing. From kind of like, I don't know, November to typically February, Marchish time. And the thing is, like, you know, we also get a lot of rain a lot of the time. We've been having like crazy winds as well. Yeah, so it's just nice to have a little bit of sun finally. Yeah, it's quite a rarity for us, so we have to make the most of it. Oh no, it's Gav. He's in danger. I like this piece of music here. This is very classic Final Fantasy right now.
Who goes there? This one's a deserter. Take his head.
It's a bit rude. Call me deserter.
My way.
Let's do this.
You made your choice.
Take care of the mage dude. Yeah, obviously they're annoying, the mages. They, you know, do all magics and stuff, and they'll heal the enemies. Yep, we got another dragoon. Obviously, yeah. Yeah, he's not alone. Yeah, we fought this dragoon guy before. Just kind of a bit more of a stronger enemy. Yeah. They've gone all out now. But yeah, obviously. We've got Sid on our side.
You're late. Ghost in trouble. What? The Imperials are on his tail. We have to get to him before they do.
Understood. I'm here to even the odds. Any objections?
Yeah. So we've actually got Sid fighting alongside us.
Take the dragoon.
Ow.
Die, you bastard.
Hey.
Think that hurt me? Never did. Sorry, lad. Don't know how much help I'm gonna be here.
Oh my god. What am I doing?
One down.
Focus.
One to go.
There we go.
This time.
There we go.
You know what to do.
There, he's in kind of pissy boss mode now.
Get him.
Since when could these bastards fly? The war goes on.
There we go.
Must come down.
Nice one, Sid.
Bloody time waster. Come on, let's finish him off.
There we go. Yeah. I do hate it when bosses go into that kind of mode where they just go like all out attack crazy. Yeah, we've leveled up, which is nice. Got a few little items and all that. But obviously, you know, this Dragoon guy, we're going to see like variations of him throughout the game. You know, as you would expect. Yeah, I mean, you know, most Final Fantasy games kind of do that. You know, the one, obviously, Final Fantasy VIII, which we played previously, kind of had a much more variety in its enemy types. Obviously, it didn't have quite as many, but you know, like 12, which we played previously, that had like pretty much a few types and then variations of them with a few special enemies. And yeah, it's pretty much the same in this game. Obviously 10 is another one that did that, which obviously we're going to get to at some point. Oh no, not Gav. He's definitely dead. Nice one. And obviously, he hung on. He is Gav. Come on.
Give me your hand.
Is he gonna get him? I wonder. The suspense is killing me.
Help me, Clive.
I've got you.
He just had to like kind of realize, you know, focus or whatever. I don't know. To me, it looked like he could have just grabbed him at any time there, but whatever. I always love when they do that in like movies and stuff. You know, any kind of media where there's always the, you know, well, they get them. They do just last minute. I don't know. One of the little sort of tropes, I guess, isn't it? Just to create a little bit of tension or something. I mean, obviously, you know, once in a while you get it where, you know, they don't get them, but they kind of telegraph it, don't they?
Clive doesn't have your nose, I said. He'd stumble off a cliff, I said.
That's the trouble.
Thinking like, is a bloody Cliffhanger, a movie with Stallone, which is like one of the best action movies ever. I love it. It's just like,
Truly.
it's so funny because it's like, you know, I mean, obviously it was a Stallone vehicle, and he just probably wanted to film a movie in an interesting location, which was the mountains. So they had to kind of design an action movie around him being kind of a, I guess what was he, like a chauffeur or whatever you call it? Or, I don't know what you call those people. People who help people climb mountains. So, yeah. You know, I guess you call it a high concept movie where it's just like Stallone on a mountain. Like, that was the elevator pitch, pretty much. Yeah, and it's got John Lithgow doing like the most insane accent ever. I don't even know what it's meant to be like. It's kind of like, you know, partly his own normal American voice and British, a little bit like Dutch or Russian or something. He doesn't even know what the accent is. But basically, these bad guys, like they crash their plane with all the money on the mountain, and then they come to Stallone's kind of, you know, mountain hiking group or whatever to help them. But obviously they're secretly evil, so they do evil things. And then Stallone is kind of like, he allows Michael Rooker's, I think, girlfriend or someone to die on the mountain. So he's got those sort of, you know, he has to kind of overcome those odds. And obviously this is the perfect time to do this while the story's going on, right, during cutscenes. But yeah, it's a fun as hell movie. Yeah, definitely worth watching. Yeah, they just don't do. I know people. It's like the most boomer fucking thing to say, but yeah, they seriously don't make movies like that anymore. But it's just, you know, I guess it's because like the action style doesn't exist like it does. You know, you think about like, you know, all these great action heroes like Stallone, Schwarzenegger, you know, and then you had, you know, Van Damme, Seagal, Norris, Chuck Norris, that is. People like that, where it was just like
No birds
the movie's just seeing them in an action movie, and then they kind of just build a plot around them, and it's just about them killing people, or, you know, cool action sequences. Like, I have no issue with those sorts of movies.
We're running out of time.
They really tried hard to do the same thing with like a Jason Statham and The Rock, but those guys just have no fucking charisma, in my opinion. Like, The Rock is just such a shit. Jason Statham's at least interesting, but Crank is fine. He's at least like British, you know,
Where it all began.
sort of, you know, British tough guy, Cockney accent, like, kind of. I think he's Cockney, I don't know. At least he's got that going for him. The Rock just has nothing because he's just a charisma vacuum, honestly. And from what I can tell, he seems like he's not even a decent guy either.
He must be stopped.
But yeah, you know, at least those guys, they may not have had any acting chops, but they were all like really interesting guys. But anyway, yeah, obviously that's where we've got to go next. Back to the hideaway. So yeah, that was basically pointless whatever we did there. But yeah, we got to fight some enemies.
You think I'm having you on?
Clive! Your friend. She's awake.
Yep, finally get to speak to Jill.
Right.
Go to her, you fool.
That's him basically saying like, "Oh, give one
Right,
for
you
me,
lot.
mate."
Enough slacking. Goots, come with me. Gav, go and get those wounds seen to.
Oh, give it to me straight. How long have I got?
So,
All in good time. Let's make ourselves scarce. Jill.
Man, the hideaway music is so good. Yeah, so let's go speak to Jill. But first, it's a freaking Moogle. Mog.
They even have a Moogle.
Yeah.
I've never seen one in the flesh.
I just love seeing a Moogle in this game in particular because, you know,
Sure,
how
it said in my
more
father's
realistic it is.
bestiary that they live deep in the forest, and that they never reveal themselves to humans.
Plus, you know, the Moogle is more important than Jill right now. She can wait.
Nectar, you say?
Yeah, so they don't actually, like, you know, they speak the little Muggle language. Yeah.
So it would seem.
I mean, he is the main character. Of course he's gonna... Oh, I'm guessing, yeah, no one else was able to understand the Muggle. It's just been chilling, I guess.
That sounds painful.
I do love Muggles, though. They're kind of like... They're basically like little flying cats or something, aren't they? Cute little fuckers. Yeah. But anyway, let's speak to Jill.
Let's get this fixed before someone doesn't.
Open up.
it's true then. It really is you.
It is.
Clive!
Yeah, their relationship is
You're
like
alive.
my personal favorite part of the game.
So are you. I still can't believe it.
Obviously, I'm not going to spoil too much because it's still early on, but yeah, so it's really sweet.
Are your wounds healed?
Yes. Talia told me what happened. You saved my life.
Obviously, yeah, as we know already, dominants kind of heal faster than normal people.
Forgive me, but how did you ever come to be there, Jill?
That's why, you know,
Fighting for them.
she could be kind of near death, but is able to revive.
The Iron Blood. They invaded not long after the news arrived about Phoenix Gate.
Yeah, so there's the people
Rosaria
that
had lost her leaders.
the
duchy was
his
in
mother
chaos.
kind of betrayed.
The Iron Kingdom saw
the father
our
for.
weakness and pounced upon it.
Mm.
They killed the men and captured the women.
And took you back to Ironhome.
I thought they meant to have their fun with me before the end. But the end never came. My powers awoke, and everything changed. It all happened so fast.
We were told that the Iron Blood had captured a dominant and planned to bring her on their latest crusade.
They gave me a choice. To fight for them on the battlefield, or see my countrywomen slaughtered.
And they call us dominants.
What? What happened to Clive? What happened at Phoenix Gate?
It was me. I killed Joshua.
No, that's not true. I know you. You wouldn't do that.
It's the truth. I changed into him again, not long ago. The second icon of fire. The one responsible.
I don't know if we ever get an explanation as to why Jill
Clive.
is able to become Shiva or has her powers.
When I think back to that
I mean, obviously, it's
night,
only my second time playing the game, so. Yeah. Joshua's absolutely dead.
the hooded man,
You know,
he spoke to me.
it's like I said, the Phoenix, you know, it's definitely. The one thing about the Phoenix is when it's dead, it never comes back.
We
It's what makes it unique.
found you.
Unlike the rest of us who come back after we die.
What did he mean?
Clive, we should go back there, to Phoenix Gate. I need to know
Sounds
what
alright.
really happened.
Let's
And
do
so
this.
You need to know for certain. And if what you told me is true, and you did what you said you did, then we will face it together.
Jill, I... All right.
You'll be needing a change of clothes then. Out you go, your lordship. We wouldn't want you getting overexcited.
Sorry.
I thought she was going to wear them dusty rags the whole time.
I'll see you soon then, Clive.
I should make ready too.
Ooh,
A long journey.
side quest
I
time.
thought I told you to make yourself scarce. Your friend needs to get dressed.
Alright,
Let's get this fixed before...
let's get his fix like. Right, anyway, where was the side quest? Let's go over here. Yeah, so as you'll, I've already explained, yeah, we kind of have quest chains with the side quests. Obviously, this guy, we're back to helping him again, the
You,
botanist fella.
newcomer. I need help.
What's the matter?
I'm pretty sure we saved him
It's
already,
my
didn't we?
assistant. She left to gather soil, and I've seen nothing of her since.
Fucking
I
hell,
cannot
like.
concentrate one whit for fear of what might have happened. Please, I beg of you, will you go and check? I have to know.
Yeah, sure.
All right.
I'll help you out.
go.
Marvelous.
I mean, I have to help, really, don't I? I am the main character.
For your time, of course.
Obviously, you know, the one thing about video
Whereabouts
games
is
is,
she?
only the
Gotan's
main
base
character is
on
able
the
to help anyone at
outskirts
any
of
point.
Bostwick. Not the safest place for an unaccompanied bearer, perhaps, but the soil there is second to none. Now go, and do not linger. Why, it may already be too late.
Right. Prioritize? Yeah. Make it all the main quest and that. Anyway, let's go here.
Oh, what I
Anyway.
would give for some wild Mickey berries.
Your wounds are healed right enough.
My
I'd still
wounds,
suggest you
boy.
rest.
I don't even know what that's from.
Can really do with a proper place.
Yeah, obviously we can take multiple quests at once, like.
Isn't the Moogle funny?
I wonder what it's trying to say.
Hey, you right, mate?
Ah, Clive. I trust you're settling in.
Pretty much.
Getting used to the place.
I'm glad to hear it. I was hoping you might be persuaded to come to my aid once more.
Oh, what
Your
was it this
services
time?
will be rewarded, of course.
I don't doubt it. Seems to be the way around here.
You need to feed everyone
Strive
in
to
the
be
place
better
now.
than those we once served. Now, as to the task itself, I am once again in need of a pair of hands to deliver sustenance to our esteemed companions. I have 3 meals for 3 industrious souls. What say you?
Let's do this.
I'd be happy to help.
Marvelous. The 3 individuals you'll be seeking out
These are the
busying
best.
themselves about the hideaway.
These are the best kind of side quests, aren't they?
You'll find one by the entrance, another in the bunks, and the other guarding the cells. Thank you once again, Clive.
Right, let's prioritize the quest. Oh no, I actually said it properly that time. Alright, let's go. Hey, out of the way.
We just don't have enough teams to follow every lead.
Alright. So this person's just going to eat here, I guess. Hello.
Ooh, something smells good. For me, I hope.
It is. Courtesy of Kenneth.
Yeah. is a hearty meal? I'm assuming a hearty meal means like
Thanks.
good
These
amount or
birds are
whatever.
needy creatures. They don't like me running after the fat chocobo behind their backs.
They must keep you busy.
There's never a moment's rest. Probably for the best I eat down here, reeking of the staples as I do. I'd only put people off their food.
Look at the little guy.
Who has time to wash and dress for dinner when they've got little darlings like these to wait upon, eh? Anyway, thanks for the food, and be sure to give Kenneth my regards.
I bet she stinks of chocobo shit the whole time. I don't know why I thought that. I mean, obviously, because, you know, you get people who look after, like, animals and stuff, horses and the like. And, yeah, they often have the smell of
Oi,
horse shit, don't they? So,
back so soon?
I mean, that's what they're known for.
Kip in the cells, did you?
You know, that's the sacrifice you make for wanting to
He thought you
raise
might be
horses.
hungry.
I'm guessing this is more of a
Wasn't
drunk
wrong.
tank.
The way my gut's been growling, I'd have curls running scared.
Guard duty down here can't be much fun.
It's not. But sometimes folk need locking up, and someone has to watch over them. I help people sleep at night, and that's not a boast many can make. You keep yourself on the right side of these bars now, you hear me?
Sure thing, buddy. Alright, let's chill out in one. Let's chill out in one of these cells here. Bloody hell! I guess you're just sleeping on there then. I guess that's still good for a bearer, isn't it? Oh my god! Look at this person. I was going to go into my my whole you know, political side there about the prison system and all that.
Give for some wild Mickey
But I thought, nah, no one wants to hear that, do they? You know, lock him up and throw away the key,
Can I
mate.
help you? Kenneth sent me.
Nah. That's not what I think anyway. Yeah. Got another fella?
Ah,
Yeah.
wonderful. Do you hear that? Our food has arrived. Does
But
your
yeah,
appetite still elude you?
obviously today, it's the 19th of March, 2025. Yeah, obviously tomorrow is finally the release of Assassin's Creed Shadows.
I tend to those who cannot tend to themselves.
Like what, 5 months after its original release? It was meant to be out in November, I believe. I think it got delayed twice, didn't it? I think, yeah, then it was meant to come out in like February, now it's March, so yeah.
And yourself.
Yeah.
Thank you.
And yeah, so obviously yesterday the reviews came out. Yeah, and it seems pretty positive for the most part. It's very, very strange because
We're looking at half a dozen.
the game was just marred with like needless controversy, you know, because we've got this whole like, you know, all these effing anti-woke grifter people out now, you know, Gamergate 2.0, who just seem to attach themselves to any game pretty much, and they kind of turned Assassin's Creed Shadows into the kind of hate campaign because it had the audacity to have a black man in it, you know. That's literally, you know, these people don't even hide their fucking racism. I mean, in my opinion, I think it's, I'm going to swear a little bit, but I think it's fucking disgusting how YouTube allows that kind of content to just kind of flood their site. Not only that, but they literally promote it because, you know, all that matters to them is engagement. And that kind of content gets engagement because you have all these bloody social rejects who, you know, are just terminally online and have nothing fucking better to do in their lives. Yeah, I just find it absolutely disgusting, personally. You know, you know, these people don't even game, in my opinion. Like, that's how I feel about them personally. Yeah, they just like to.
You ain't got the stuff.
I ain't got the stuff.
No scratches, right?
Yeah, it just seems like that they just like to attach themselves to any and every game, and you know, just create these kind of controversies and hate campaigns. Like, you know, it's got to the point where apparently, I know I could have just gone to the menu, but I'm doing it this way. yeah, well, apparently Ubisoft have to put measures in place to make sure that they're protecting their staff and social media folks. So they're obviously going to be monitoring stuff, banning stuff, and taking things further if they need to. Yeah, it's just pathetic that has to be the case. You know what I mean? Like, so these people are so pathetic. Like, oh no, a game exists that I'm not happy about. It's like, I mean, if you're gonna, like, I don't know, I just think it's so sad to try to find fault with everything and try to, oh no, this video game has a black person. It's the worst thing to ever exist. And then they want to think like that. They want to have that level of, bigotry within them, and then act like they're somehow in the right. And then also, it's the fact that they don't also, they want to cry when we call them what they are, which is effing racist pieces of shit. I just think it's pathetic. Like, yeah, it's just, I know there's things Ubisoft have done that I don't like, but like a lot of their practices and game design elements are awful. But yeah, let's just like calm down, guys. It's just a video game. Move on with your fucking life. But yeah, I think it seems like the game is fine. Obviously, yeah, I think it's got kind of on average. I think it's like 83% or something like that on Rotten Tomatoes. But obviously, when the user reviews come out, I think it's going to get review bombed by these losers.
What are you doing here?
Yeah, I mean, it looks fine. From what I've heard from the reviews, there's one or two who I think have kind of like overly glazed at the game. And some people who are just, saying it's just okay or whatever. But yeah, from what I can tell, it looks like it is an improvement from Valhalla. Because my problem with that game in particular was that it was just so effing bloated and long. And it looks like that Shadows isn't going to be like that. I've heard the story is just about 50 hours. It's like, I put 50 hours into Valhalla and found out I was only halfway through. And like my biggest issue was that it just felt like the story wasn't really going anywhere. And Eivor wasn't really a well fleshed out enough character. But it seems like Yosuke and Naue have a bit more going on. Two separate storylines, so should be an improvement. Yeah, I'm sure it's not going to be groundbreaking or anything, but it should be a fun little action RPG. Yeah, and it looks very pretty. Yeah, and it's kind of, looks like it's going to be one of the best games for the PS5 Pro as well. Which is great. Something one of the reasons I picked up a Pro. Yeah, so it looks like one of the major things is that you're going to get the essentially the PC's ultra settings, but only at 30 frames. So you're going to get the like extended or improved ray tracing capabilities. And yeah, the standard mode is going to be the fidelity mode at 60. The PS5's fidelity mode at 60 on the Pro, as opposed to 30, which is awesome. Okay. Yeah, this is one cool thing I like about the game. When you complete the quest, it lets you go straight back to the person, which is awesome. Yeah, I think 7 Remake and Rebirth both did this as well. Like, Remake definitely did it. I can't remember about Rebirth. But yeah, I really like this.
Yeah, she's standing right there.
Yeah, because like, yeah, when you complete a quest, what's the point of tediously backtracking? Like, it just makes more sense to allow you to go back like this.
Yeah.
There you go. But yeah. Obviously, I'll have Shadows tomorrow. Really looking forward to trying it out. Like I said, I thoroughly enjoyed Odyssey and Valhalla. I think I preferred Odyssey more. I just think the setting was better personally, even though it was cool to see the England in Valhalla. It's just the game got a bit boring, so looks like this one's a bit better. Yeah.
It's just how he is. And if it wasn't for him,
I do hope they do a traditional Assassin's Creed again. Apparently, Black Flag is getting remade, so I think that's going to be the next kind of traditional AC game. because Mirage was fun, but it just felt like it didn't really, you know, it was basically just a remake of the first game, wasn't it? It didn't really improve a lot. I mean, it was fine. Obviously, like a lot of people said, it was, you know, you could tell it was like a DLC that was just slightly expanded. But I think it did reflect on the price anyway. So, but yeah. But overall, I think it's a strange one, the AC series, because it's like, I feel like it's a series that's always just been good. You know what I mean? Like, never quite hit its potential. Like, never been a good enough stealth game compared to, like, you know, Hitman or Metal Gear or Splinter Cell. And, like, you know, never been the best in terms of the kind of simulation elements and stuff either. Like, I don't know, I feel like it needs to take more inspiration from, like, a Hitman, in my opinion. Where, you know, you kind of more of a stealth simulator. It's done like, it's like a jack of all trades type game, I guess the best way to describe it. But they're fun.
We're leaving.
Where are we going?
Better that than buried out there in the black.
Mm-hmm.
You've got a lot to thank that girl for, you know.
I know. And I will.
Now, what do you really want? We both know you don't come here for conversation.
Want some items? What are you buying? Yeah, obviously, none of those are as good as what we have at the moment. Yeah, we'll just...
It'd better all be here. You'll not find a better price than that. It'd better all be here. Off you go, then.
I should probably say thank you to Gav, too.
Yeah. 1 second. I completely forgot. I haven't been upgrading my stuff yet. Yeah, so we've got Phoenix Shift. Improved. Level... Yeah, we'll learn that. And we'll learn that. Yeah, that's always a good one to have. There we go. Yeah, it's always good to remember to upgrade stuff.
So your mind's made up, is it?
We'll be leaving for Rosaria as soon as we're able.
Back down memory lane, eh?
Of course.
Rosaria ain't what she used to be, Clive.
Ain't what
Not
used
since
to
the
be. Ain't what she
Imperials
used to
moved
be.
in. First sign of trouble, you make straight for Martha's Rest and ask for the landlady. She's a friend of the cause. Tell her you was Sid, and she'll help you out.
Understood. Thank you, Gav.
Yeah.
I'd be lost without you.
Yeah, nice one, mate.
I'm just doing my job. No need to make such a fuss. You take care, alright? Oh, I'm crap at goodbyes. Where's Sid when you need him?
Give him my regards when he gets back.
I will.
Sorry to keep you waiting.
Yeah, she's in her cool new outfit now.
My lady.
Ready.
Yeah, I love her outfit. Just a cool design overall, I think. You know, it, like I said already, I think I said this, but I like that there's, you know, even though it's kind of like a, like going for this kind of more grounded style, there's still those like kind of Final Fantasy elements. They still look like Final Fantasy characters. You know, like Clive with the hair and all that. And, you know, Joel's cool outfit with kind of the blue and the white aesthetic. But yeah.
Rosaria. It's been 13 years.
This breeze.
It's been a while.
It's It's just as I remember it.
You haven't been back either.
I couldn't. Bran did keep a close watch on each other in the Imperial Army.
Pretty much.
Get beheaded just for knowing it better. The only way out was on a mission.
I see.
Yep.
Mostly I was afraid.
I mean, I think it's funny how she's like, you know, you were a slave for 13 years. Did you get up to much?
I know.
But I'm here now. Thanks to you.
Yep. Thanks, Joel. Very cool looking area. Yeah, so this is kind of like, oh yeah, one of the first kind of major towns in the game. Yeah, even though it's like we said, you know, more of a linear sort of zone-based game, you still have actual towns, which is cool.
Gav said the landlady's a friend.
But can we say the same for her patrons?
Imperials don't tend to take well to those.
Yeah, very beautiful, beautiful place, isn't it?
I'm a branded soldier, sworn to protect my noble mistress.
Yep. Hello. Got an enemy there. Let's beat these crabs up. Or no, sorry, they're not crabs, are they? It's lobster, I guess. Yeah, so that's the move we unlocked. So as you can see, now that we've unlocked a few moves, yeah, we got a little bit more going on in the combat department. Yeah, plays a little bit more closer to, you know, like Devil May Cry. Yeah, and obviously, as you can see, Jill also kind of helps you in battle as well, which is kind of cool. Yeah, I like this little area. It's just, I don't know, I really, I just love little details in games and just kind of like, you know, looking around, because it's just so, I don't know, I just find it so cool that, especially in like RPGs in particular, where they kind of create whole worlds for us to explore. And, you know, it's just an extra level of detail in these types of games, isn't there? Goodbye. Yeah, as you can see, yeah, there's another side quest. Yeah, this is an interesting detail. Obviously, when you're further away, as you see the wings flapping there, there's something that a lot of games do. We'll have like a lower resolution thing going on there to sort of save on like performance.
Oi, stop and give me an hand.
Yeah, I will. Don't worry.
Here, you couldn't give me an hand, could you?
An and? What's an and?
Typical. A bloody bearer. And just when I thought my luck had changed. Still, better a crumb
You know, I
of
could still
crystal than
help
empty
you,
hand,
just
I
because I'm a
suppose.
bearer.
Though it pains me to use another man's branded.
Oh, yeah.
Here, you understand me, don't you?
Oh my God.
I need your help.
What a
These
dick.
blasted birds took a whiff of my cargo, and now they've got me surrounded. And it was very late as it was.
But obviously, yeah, this is,
Special needs delivering before the rest, but I dare not leave my cart untended. You couldn't run it up to Martha's Rest for me, could you? Needs to get there quick, mind.
this is one thing that the game does, where,
That's the spirit.
you know, you kind of see how they treat they treat the branded.
Stable master and no one else. I'm owed a little something for it. If he gives it to you, pass it along to your master by way of thanks. Be off with you then, and don't go taking any detours on the way.
Prioritize. Oh my god. I will get that word. Prioritize quest. Oh my god. I'm usually very well spoken, believe it or not. I don't know what's going on. Anyway, let's carry on. Killer bees from outer space. I'm thinking of killer clowns from outer space. Yeah. I always remember that, I don't know, whenever I think of killer bees, there's always this, I don't know, there's this weird thing. You probably heard it in America as well, but in England it's always like, oh, killer bees are migrating, bee on the warning sort of thing, like, you know, these bees that are gonna like somehow exterminate mankind or something. I don't know where that story came from, but it's one that I've read over the past few years. Yeah, just like in the tabloid papers, like we had one called the Sun. It'd be in there usually. So yeah, it's like that's like the shittiest, or one of the shittiest tabloid papers. You also had the Daily Mail as well. Like, yeah, just absolute trash. But both of them were like ridiculously cheap. Like I remember at one point you can get the Sun for like 20p or something like that. Like back in the day when I was a kid, obviously this was like 20 years ago. Yeah, it's probably like, I don't know, a quid now or something. Yeah, and also it was famous because page 3 they called it, which is the first page you see when you open it. You get to see some tits. So yeah, it was like they always have the page 3 goals. And yeah, so the selling point was it was cheap and you got to see some tits. And I think the Daily Star was worse because it had a bit more tits in it. It's very weird because like I remember being able to buy that paper even though I don't think I was old enough. Because yeah, very strange. I remember once, right, I don't even know why I'm telling the story, but I'm telling it anyway. I find it interesting or strange anyway. But yeah, where I used to live as a kid, I remember going into one of the sort of convenience stores. We called them corner shops. And I remember going in there once, just waiting. There was this old fella, Asian fella. Obviously, I'm from Pakistan, so Pakistani fella and all that. And he, so we went into the shop. We went to buy what he was getting, and there was the shop clerk there as well. This guy, he was always smoking weed and stuff. He was like pretty much high all the time. And he basically, yeah, because like, you know, I was chilling, I was waiting in queue. He was doing his thing. This old man bought something, and then he kind of like quickly, because the papers were near the front where you would pay, and he just quickly like browsed through, looked at all the tits in the magazine, closed it, and then just like went. And then me and the shopkeeper were just laughing in hysterics for like, I don't know, 5 minutes because it was the weirdest thing ever. And just so you know, this would have been like a, I don't know, near 60-year-old man, Asian man, with like the hat, yeah, the traditional dress, all that. Yeah, and it was a sight you wouldn't have imagined. It was just so strange, and how he kind of just so openly did it in front of us. Like, oh, here we go, let's look at some tits quickly, and then go home and jog one off, I guess, or something. It was so bizarre. He didn't buy the paper, because obviously that would be embarrassing, but he looked through it in front of the both of us. You know, nothing weird about that, right? But yeah, obviously, yeah, we're going up here now, but yeah, that was just a very weird story. One of the weird little encounters that happened when I was a kid.
Martha is as friendly as Gav claims.
Yes, so do I. Yeah, obviously, yeah, we're going to go in there to see Martha. But yeah, obviously, we're getting close to time now. So, do we need to touch it? I can't remember.
This isn't the first time I've seen one of these.
Oh.
Perhaps I can use them as waymarks.
Yeah. Yeah, that's obviously the way to teleport into this area now. But yeah, obviously, we're going to save that for the next episode. As always, guys, thanks for watching. I'm going to catch you in the next one, where maybe I'll tell more weird stories from my past about old men looking at tits. But anyway, guys, thanks for watching. Have a great rest of your day.